Well, it seems as though I lost the audio on my camera due to the batteries in the wireless mic drying up on me. Okay, now we're going to do this exactly the same way. You know, it doesn't take much glue on anything to make it stick. You know, I've seen modelers just think the more glue on it, the better, but it's not true. It's not true at all. Okay, I got that lined up. Put me some tape on here. Push it down real tight. There we go. Yes, sirree. Make sure you got enough overhang on each side. Because we're going to sand that smooth, but we're not going to sand it to a sharp point. I have learned that a sharp point back here causes some kind of problems with the characteristics of the plane's flight. So you just don't do it that way. Now, believe it or not, these little strips will save you a world of grief when you slap that elevator into the side of your car door when you're sticking it in their tail first to go in the rack that you carry your airplanes in. There we go. Okay. We're going to set those aside and let them dry for a while. And then I'll come back right after I go eat me a bologna and cheese sandwich. And we'll take the tape off and we'll sand them to shape. All right, now we've had given these time enough to dry. We're going to take them out the shuck and remove the tape from the leading and trailing edges, and then we're going to shape them. Now, whether you're doing a horizontal stabilizer or the entire wing, it's the same process, the same steps. The only thing different is the size. Take my little there. Now, the little tool we're going to need next is this razor plane. I got this from Master Air Screw, and you just can't do without it with this. This is where a lot of people mess up their wings, is trying to do a leading edge. Let me adjust the camera where you can see what I'm doing. I'll be right back. Alright, now you can see what I'm doing here. I put the stab back in the shuck. And I'm going to take my razor plane, just gently, like planing this off. This was hard, but it wasn't soft. Harder to plane off because the wood's harder. And what that's going to do is be a big help when it comes to hangar rash. Now I've got that pretty close to my wing skin. So let's flip it over and do the other side. Okay. See how easy that was? Master Air Screw. I think you can get those at most any hobby shop. Now, we'll take our sandpaper. I'm using 150 grit. Now I'm going to show you a trick that if you're a newcomer, you know, it's very easy to mess up your wing skin while you're sanding that. So what you can do is take a piece of tape and lay it right down there like that. Right at the edge of your leading edge. Okay. And then this tape will prevent you from standing too far and going through your wing skin. Now I've got just the width of the tape, or the thickness of the tape, left on. Yeah, I know that feels good. Now, I've got a good start on a leading edge. It's a nice squared off, so I've still got some sanding to do. So, now I can do this. I'll do the same thing with my trailing edge. And I'll sand my trailing edge on both sides, and that'll be done. I just have to finish taking off these corners, and I'll have a nice, beautiful, symmetrical leading and trailing edge. All right, as you saw, we sanded these down to even with the skins. Now what we're going to do is we've got to round this off and make a very nice leading edge. We got to be straight. So, how do we do that? Let's start off with our plane. And we count 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, and that should about do it. That's taking it off equally on both sides. Now we're going to put this back in our shuck, and we're going to take our sandpaper, again 150 grit sandpaper, and I'm going to roll it over the edge. You want to roll it over. Don't do this, or you'll sand you a big old flat place in there. Just roll it over. Take a look at it. See how it's looking. And then keep going. Do you have the type of leading edge that you want? Some people want a leading edge that is real sharp. Some people want a leading edge that's really dull. I prefer a bit dull because for some reason that dull leading edge tends to make the elevator more effective. Or that's what I've been told. Oh, that is looking good. I like that. Oh yeah, that's good. That's all there is to it. That part is done. Now I've got the trailing edge. I don't want the trailing edge real sharp because, again, I am not an aeronautical engineer. I have to go by what aeronautical engineers tell me. And they say that a squared off trailing edge is better and more effective than one that's really sharp. However, I do need to keep this one a little better refined. So, I do like to round them off just a little bit. And there you go, folks. I've got both my stabs sanded. There we go. Okay. That's it. Now my next step is to fix my blocks for the tips. And when I get ready to do that, I'll see you again.